Greetings. And the plot twist. Neat how that happens. So, it looks like Archangel Michael. It's the aspect of God will show you who you can trust. Because, with the energy vampires, with the copycats, we obviously have something bigger to do than siphon energy off of each other. So the puzzle pieces are coming together nicely. Let's do some housekeeping. So at Mind Valley, founder Vishen Lakhiani, right before you take the Jose Silva mind control course, he talks about the Dream Tribe. The Dream Tribe was an indigenous tribe that were autonomous. They just did stuff. And they couldn't figure out how they did these things without normal communication. So during a study, what they found, basically they took one and taught them how to communicate. And what he told them was shocking. They get together in the dream state and basically work out what they're going to do for the day ahead going forward. So, it's obvious everything happens for a reason. I have been in at least 3 of these situations that the readers talk about where they were using dream magic to invade the Earth Angel's dreams. And that has now obviously backfired. So, with that backfire comes benefits, obviously. I have noticed several readers coming in to the aspect of oneness. They're basically telling the exact same story. Okay, so it's very simple. It's a birth chart thing, glowing aura thing, siphoning the Earth Angel's light, harvesting the Earth Angel's energy for cash and prizes. It's a powerful energy. It's Reiki. What is Reiki for manifestation? Having it specifically in my birth chart makes it a little, I guess, maybe he was born with it. So, as I call it back, it's obviously going to be causing people problems. Well, it's what it is. Can't do anything about that. That's a them problem. That has nothing to do with me. I just saw a reader talking about there's 1% of the people on the planet that can do this. Okay. So if you have an INFJ that is known as the consciously unconscious human, the seer of souls, rarest personality type on the planet, makes no difference. They use both sides of the brain simultaneously, split right down the middle. When you combine a mind like that, YouTube into the mind of the INFJ and it'll tell you all you need to know. When you combine that with the Jose Silva mind control method from Mind Valley, as well as with the CIA's HemiSync program, what you're going to have is a screen that does very, very strange things in somnambulistic trance. Yeah, the family or the group scapegoat. It's what it is, right? Mind Valley puts a block on its remote viewers. my remote viewing skills, we won't even get into that. The INFJ personality type, they're the number one for being able to remote view with incredible accuracy. Edgar Cayce was known as the sleeping prophet. The things that he was able to do self-taught are still affecting you to this day, and he passed away a long time ago. Anyway. I'm seeing evidence in the readers of this dream magic. I don't know anything about that shit. I do know it's backfired pretty well, and I'm seeing readers discussing things. I'm seeing creators create things that we've dreamed about. Okay, so that's obviously the whole idea of the all is one, whatever, bringing us together in the astral realm. God will show you who you can trust. Okay, great. I agree with that. When I hear a reader say that, I agree with that. When I see Archangel Michael pop up on the table, 316 and my birth year break down in the angel number calculator to 888. That is the Redeemer frequency, the Redeemer of occult and mystic knowledge. Okay, cool. If you're an INFJ mystic, simple Google search, INFJ Earth Angel, well, then that's obviously the Redeemer of angel magic. It's simple enough. Reiki, starseed shit. Okay, cool. So you're talking about QHHT, quantum healing hypnosis technique, Dolores Cannon, Mind Valley, Vishen Lakhiani, Jose Silva mind control method. You've got the readers are discussing these things, but they don't know what it's called. I don't know what's going on here. And then I'm telling them in the comments. However, it's showing me that we have done this shit the night before due to dream magic backfiring. I guess, fuck, you tell me. It's what it is. So it's what it looks like to me, and I can't. How the fuck are you going to figure out what you're doing with other people in your dream? That was why there was a study done with the Dream Tribe, and we're going into the Hopi prophecy. So it's what it is. It's all about Earth. It's not about Earthlings. It's about Earth. We have a mission on Earth for Earth. Has nothing to do with the people on it. As tough as that is for them to think, right? Without no Earth, there is no people. Anyway, amazing job you're doing. It's what it is. From the music industry, I'm telling you, it's a divine setup. Right? I was talking about this last night with someone. Right? The higher self channel explained it beautifully. When the big kahuna comes, you have 3 fates. Okay, cool. So the 3 fates have been activated. Okay. The planet is under divine judgment. Okay, great. Where are the others that have ascended into union with the divine white light you're looking at? The INFJ Earth Angel takes both sides of your brain, Emperor, Empress energy, masculine, feminine, whatever you want to call it, working simultaneously, split right down the middle to activate the inner light of the INFJ. Is that going to be handing people their egos? Did they do the techniques that balance out both sides of the brain? It's what it is. There's a lot of inner work that goes along with this shit for people to just be out there telling you who you are. They're programming you. If you program you, then can't no one tell you who you are. You've got people programming you, and then you're walking around with a false sense of identity. Very simple. It's a birth chart thing. You've got reader after reader talking about how they're dabbling into the Earth Angel's birth chart. Okay, cool. My Sagittarius is in Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces sun. The Temperance card represents Sagittarius. Okay, cool. So my Sagittarius is in Neptune. That rules Pisces sun. The Lover's card represents Gemini. I am a Gemini moon. What is hidden behind the moon? The Lover's card, Leo rising Saturn. That alone, it might be an Aries. Aries, Mercury, Venus. So if you take my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, that is the morning star, Earth Angel. It's the Temperance Angel, the Solar Angel energy. That's why everyone trying to get a reading on me, I've found one other Pisces Sun with a Leo rising where the placements hit. Are they going to meet the personality type? I have no idea. Personality represents the mind and how it works. So if we're looking at mind, body, and soul coherence, right, we can do heart and mind coherence all day long. But if you don't know how your mind works, there are 4 people driving your vehicle. It's called the car model for a reason. Shows you who does what in the vehicle so you know how your car drives. If you think of the body as a vehicle. Anyway, amazing how this is all starting to pan out a little. And that's the thing, is I can overload you with information to the point you fucking shut off. I mean, it's called quantum healing hypnosis technique for a reason. Right? However, this is way bigger than all of us. So that's what it is. And the fact that they have used unalive magic over money. They have used voodoo, which is the opposition of my Reiki teddy bears, because they had a destiny swap fail miserably. That was their destiny. Their destiny was to fail miserably. It's what they signed up to do. It's the thing about QHHT. The biggest villain in your story is your best friend on the other side. Right? However, when you start talking about the information that I just shared, and you're bringing in red hair, green eyes, okay, cool. RH negative bloodline, Nephilim energy, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. I've come across, that is that energy that keeps following Pisces lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Here we have come to what? Divine union, right? That's the whole point of the confusion. Bringing that, I'm your divine partner. No, it's Emperor and Empress energy. It's a brain thing. It has nothing to do with anyone else. Coming into union with the divine has absolutely nothing to do with another human being. 2 people who have come into union with the divine. Okay, great. That's 2 people that are a power couple. Yeah, because they're in union with the divine. Anything they agree on will manifest just by speaking it into existence. That's why they don't want you to come together. Simple enough. Do they have to balance? Yes, they have to agree and believe. If 2 shall see, so shall it be. That means if they agree on something between them and the higher self, the shit happens. Simple enough. What's the problem? Nobody can balance and agree on anything. It's simple enough. It's not hard to figure out. Look around. If you can't see that in normal everyday, right? But Pisces is a master manifester. Yeah. If 2 shall see, so shall it be. I asked the feminine side of my brain that communicates with the higher self, and poof, follow your divine guidance. That's what's pissing people off, is Pisces' connection with the divine. Okay, what is that from channeling Reiki? I took the transcending consciousness with the Buddha class after healing the masculine and the feminine energies before I got shot to the other side of the galaxy to the source, right where I take people in a QHHT session. Okay, cool. So the math is mathing. All right. It's the one thing they tell you about a QHHT session is there's this overwhelming feeling of love in the room. Well, yeah, hell, I channel that. Develop your connection and channel it. Okay, I can do that. God is all it is, angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. As should I be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. That's what it is. They're cutting through the confusion. Every time you hear a reader talking about the earth angel is walking between the worlds, okay, cool. Pisces has the rare ability to walk between the worlds. Right? When you have a past life like mine that they didn't ask about, that's walking between the worlds of angels, demons, and jinn. Okay, great. It's what it is. They didn't ask about my QHHT session and then went out and did God knows what, trying to block, stop, impede. Okay, great. Congratulations. And now think, well, that is my job. And they took the devil's bait. And they're having all of these, now God's in charge. That higher self that we're connected to, that they're not, that's the problem. That's where energy vampires come in. The devil cannot create on its own. It has no connection to the higher self. They have no connection. They haven't gone through a spiritual awakening. They have no connection to the divine. Right? So what do? They find someone who does, and then they take all that they can, and then they run off and they make content and AI fleshbots and green screen because they're in their devil energy. The devil cannot create on its own. The devil cannot rob an empty house. What you put out, they go in there and they harvest it. Okay, cool. What is the downfall to that? They affected my normal meditation using both sides of my brain of calling my energy back. It's called Reiki, to call back your energy and return to others what belongs to them for a reason. That's my normal favorite meditation. I'm not going to give up my favorite meditation because people don't know how to keep their hands off other people's shit. Sorry. Oh, but it's affecting our health. They didn't tell me anything. No one has said anything to me about people getting sick, about people having problems, about people losing finances. Energy's energy, right? So they took energy, and I'm calling it back, and it's causing them problems, and they don't know how to get out of it. Okay, cool. That is a they problem. I don't even know who the fuck they are. Nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. There is no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is a co-created experience with the divine. That's what it is. You can't have these readers talking about coming after the earth angel, a chosen one. I have a fucking birth. I was chosen to come in at a specific time that matches a birth chart that does weird shit. Okay, great. Congratulations. This is what it is. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. Right? People playing around with an energy that they don't understand. When you hear a reader say that their unalive magic healed the earth angel, yeah, that's what it is. It's what it is. I have to heal every day from that shit. It's what it is. Did they make me stronger? Absolutely. Can they take credit for my success? No, absolutely not. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. And that's what they want to do. Oh, well, he wouldn't have made it to where they're at if we hadn't have attacked them and da-da-da-da-da. Yes, and I understand that. However, readers are also talking about natural disasters coming from that. So natural disasters wouldn't have happened unless you had have done whatever they did, whatever their rituals revolve around, right? Because that would be the thing. Did their rituals cause other people natural disasters? That has shit to do with me. That's between them and their rituals and the credit. They can take credit for the natural disasters. That's what it is. I see in my way out of that shit. I'll take credit for walking the hell out of that. Look what your rituals towards somebody, anybody, sing that song, did to someone else. Cool. That is a them and those problem. Them and those on their own. Me, 5-star reviews going the fuck forward. That's what it is. No one wanted to stop. Neither am I. Neither am I. Cards in the upright? No. Cool. We'll flip it around. What is the predominant question on everyone's mind? Yeah, dark arts. People in absolute demonic energy, the battle between good and evil, between the light and the darkness. Light is information. If you're standing in your light, you're standing in the truth. If you're still in the fucking dark, it means you don't have the information. They kind of left me in the dark on that one. Top row is the 5D moving down through time and space into the 3D. You guys are going to come into amazing God-given abilities. Okay, great. Is that going to piss people off? They didn't do the work to develop their gift. It's very simple. They took your power away with the holiday Christmas. Plain and simple. You sit underneath the Bodhi tree, the tree of life, the tree of good and evil, and you work painstakingly all year long on your gift. My gift, my healing ability, my gift, my spiritual gift. All through the seasons, following the moon phases, whatever. When the winter time comes, we get together in a cave where it's cold as. We sit down in the present moment amongst the family and we present our gift that we worked on all year, like little elves at the North Pole putting our gifts together. Top row is the 5D moving down through time and space to the 3D. Yeah, that's what it is. You're dealing with a bunch of people that never mastered anything, a bunch of dark hearts that never mastered anything, right? Feeding off of the collective. Okay, great. We didn't consent to that, right? The energy affects them in ways that they don't understand. Okay, great. We're calling that energy back that affects them in ways that they don't understand. They shouldn't. That's what it is. Man, flipping women upside down. I hear they were harvesting that healing energy for vitality, for fucking gold diggers harvesting vitality in ritualistic manner, and that don't want to be outed for it. Okay, great. Wait, I could tell you I'm not calling my energy back that may or may not affect them. That's what it is. Karmic's being flipped upside down. That's what it is. They don't want the truth to come out, and I'm not responsible for other people. Love is all there is. Love always wins. Simple enough. Yeah, it's all over money. All this shit was over greed and money. Gold diggers. Right? So you're going to let natural disasters and shit happen on your planet over a bunch of fucking gold diggers. Congratulations. Oh, they're fighting. Meow. Oh, the fight is on. Look at that. They can't get along. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what it is. A bunch of gold diggers can't get along here where we're coming down to natural disasters wiping everything away from people. Can you just imagine how the gold, oh God, we lost everything that we worked so hard for. You didn't work for nothing, gold digger. Here is a pickaxe. There is a gold mine. Go dig gold. Oh, that makes me a gold digger. Oh, what is this? For every this, there's a that. That's what it is. Taking care of people in an equal energy exchange is completely different than people coming together and telling a whole bunch of bullshit because they wanted reward without effort. That has now cost other people probably everything. That's what it is. Prove me wrong. I would love for these ladies to be absolutely wrong. You put 5 women in a room. Well, we've got at least 12. You set them together in a room and you give them one thing to agree on. They don't know each other. They're all wearing the same damn dress. It's what it is. Every reason possible that they could argue, you give them one thing to agree on and you try to argue with them. That's why it's called a jury for a reason. Earth Angel. That's what it is. That Earth Angel energy, that Bodhisattva energy that is in the cards, that doesn't look like an Earth Angel. What the fuck does an Earth Angel look like? That's a Bodhisattva right there. Meditation. That's what it is. All right? And that meditation of ascension, of lighting the tree or activating the other side of the brain, something that is a very, very rare occurrence on this planet, is what everyone's out there talking. I'm an Earth Angel. Ah, cool. Did you activate the other side of your brain? No. Well, then you did not achieve the secret of the Christos. If you know, you know. You don't know the secret. If they don't know the secret, then they can't embody the energy. And the shit is so hidden in occult knowledge. Anyway, so you've got masters upside down because they're not. And now they're all in their feelers. Okay, great. I can't do anything about people that haven't mastered shit being all in their feelers. Women are upside down because of it. Oh, it took their power away. They gave their power away. That's what it is. I'm calling my power back. They gave their power away. What was taken will be returned. Just don't expect it to be returned in the way that it was taken. What is the downside to that? What they put out in negative energy goes back to them in that normal meditation. It's the energy realm. Did they take the energy class? Nose is itching. Did they take any of these energy classes? How to manifest with energy? No. Didn't readers tell them last year that large groups of people were going to really, really regret these witches coming together in a ritualistic manner to siphon people? And I quote, large groups of people are really going to regret playing in that Earth Angel's energy, manipulating my energy. Cool. So you're going to tell me my normal meditation is causing all of these problems? Not their moon magic rituals, their graveyard shit, whatever they did. Right? I don't know anything about that. I do know that whatever they did for dream magic has backfired miserably. And with the INFJ Pisces being the sleeping prophet Edgar Casey, right before I go to sleep, practicing my self-hypnosis techniques, all kinds. Dolores Cannon said that Freud and Jung didn't like dealing in the subnambulistic trance because very strange things happen in the subnambulistic trance. Cool. When a QHHT client comes in, you go into that state twice a day, before you go to sleep, right when you wake up. Cool. Every day I go into that state, right before I go to sleep and right before I wake up. And I practice it. Very strange things happen in the subnambulistic state. Look at the truth coming out. That's what it is. Karmics are upside down because they don't have the knowledge, trying to copycat shit they're being programmed. Right? Pisces readers told them last year that they were all going to need subconscious programming, reprogramming, because they're being programmed to believe something that's fucking... They're manifesting it. They're manifesting because of the empath narcissist paradigm all over tarot land. If you don't put your boundaries up, they're going to manifest those individuals. Work on your gifts. That makes you a narcissist magnet, especially the INFJ. Here's my card. That's what it is. Higher consciousness is underneath love. Cool. They're losing everything. Hey, our prayers have been answered. That's what it is. That's what it is. I can't do anything about people harvesting energy off of the sun becoming aware of it, my normal meditation causing them to get burned by the sun. Oh, spiritual warfare to the extreme times 10,000. Oh, God, it's us or him. It's us or him. Right? Okay, cool. Who drew first energy? Rambos. That's what it is. It's called Rambo, not Rambos. Meditations in the upright. Yeah, that's what it is. We're putting our will forward, going forward. That's what it is. So we've got a bunch of people who haven't mastered anything, all in their emotions for whatever they've done that they didn't master. Yeah, they didn't nurture anything. They did not nurture themselves. They did not nurture others, and now are freaking out over the consequences. Okay, cool. Women are upside down with no power. I'm sorry about that. Intuition's spot on. Spot on intuition is what it is. So, removing these karmic energies, we don't even have to. Spirit's doing it for us. You got reader after reader talking about God's fighting battles for the earth angel it doesn't even know about. Cool. Got to love that level of higher consciousness. That's what it is. And when you have them talking about we have achieved the highest state of human consciousness that can be achieved. Well, that tells me an INFJ has activated both sides of their brain and balanced it out in temperance energy. That's what that tells me. Love is in the upright. Higher consciousness is supporting it. Yeah, fucking, they did black magic. They did black magic on higher consciousness. Wasn't that the energy in the cards all across the collective? Doing voodoo on the Earth Angel, trying to stop their connection with the divine white light, trying to stop a divine union. Cool, that's what they tried to stop. That is a divine union. Crown activation. That is what they tried to stop. Had nothing to do with another person. That was additives. That was additives in their recipe for disaster. That's what it is. Black magic. They're losing everything. Our prayers have been answered because of it. Look at that. That's what it is. It's a 50-50 chance of whether or not anything will grow. Right? If you've got blue water raining down on Texas and California, go see Idiocracy. Electrolytes. Crops don't grow in electrolytes. They need water. That's what it is. Spiritual warfare times 1,000. Everything is still out of harmony and balance. Show some gratitude. Show some gratitude to you. They didn't nurture their intuition. That means they've been left in the dark. Change your consciousness. That's what it is. That black magic has left them in the dark. It's a 50-50 chance of anything that they do. It's the battle between good and evil. Okay, great. They chose their side. Earth Angel stands alone in their masculine will. Yeah, we're still having to remove negative energy. Imagine that. Still having to remove negative energy in the ultimate battle between light and dark, good and evil. Can't nurture that shit. That's what it is. Their manifestations have failed. Intuition's in the upright, and that's a success. Congratulations. That's what it is. Changing consciousness. Yeah, look at that. Women who can teach you anything. Thank you, Madam Takata. Thank you, Dolores Cannon. Did we ever show respect to the elders? Right? To the ancestors? To those who pioneered things before us? Or did we disrespect the fuck out of whatever these ladies built? Plain and simple. That's what they've done. They have totally disrespected the dead and now wondered why the ancestors have showed up giving them a spiritual ass whooping. Wondering why the unseen realm and natural disasters are working against them. Congratulations. It's called a paranormal INFJ for a reason. That's where they run into difficulty with me. It's, oh, he's crazy. Yes, but I know all of the terms that you don't. So that obviously makes me self-aware and you completely unaware. That's what it is. You gotta keep in mind. All of this is the biggest destiny swap cover-up that's coming to exposure that the planet has ever seen. It was designed that way. Black magic coming to the surface? Show them compassion. That's what it is. It shows them for smile and wave. When you see these people, smile and wave. If they don't fucking feel ashamed for what they've done coming to the exposure, that's why they're fighting in the background. That's what it is. Regret, jealousy, envy, all that shit, horrible curse. And it's deadly, absolutely. That's why we stay the fuck away from that. Now, you can't grow anything with that. It's 50-50 chance on whether or not you can trust someone. At any moment, they can flip the switch. Look at that, egos. That's what it is. That is the problem. 33 on the clock. That's the problem that we're running into. Right? People don't want to do the work and then fucking see an opportunity to fucking betray for everyone has a price, right? They've taken the opportunity. They took the money and didn't realize that they were taking the devil's bait. Okay, great. I can't do anything about these people. They specifically go after people that are fucking hard up and need the money. They'll do anything for $1, right? Now they're all caught up, pissed off at whatever they've got caught up in that they can't. The light always wins. It's just what it is. But the truth always prevails. Show some gratitude. Look at that. Yeah, they initiated into the wrong thing. I hear it was a death cult. I hear it was a satanic death cult that thought that they could take an earth angel and sacrifice them to an entity, a deity, whatever the fuck they worship. Okay, great. So they're learning the heart. Now they're sacrificing each other in the background. Okay, congratulations. Devil won either way. Congratulations. Sweet. Why would the devil possibly want an earth angel that is connected to the Most High when the devil energy can have everyone that got involved with that shit? Sweet. Why do they want one earth angel when he can have all of them? Freaking health is a concern. Can't do anything about that. That's what it is. I hear they attacked a healer, and again the healer healed, and now they're having a hard time healing. Oh well, did they attack a healer? What comes around goes around. I can't do anything about that. Meditations in the upright, earth angels in the upright, and the energy exchange is even as we call our energy back and return to others what belongs to them. So it is. If their main goal was to stress me out, to get me all in my feelers, okay, well, I'm so sorry that there's natural disasters, but that is a them problem that caused your natural disasters. Fucking opportunity for me to make jokes if it's what they wanted me to be unhappy about. That's like it's like inviting me to Thanksgiving with the wrong dead dad. It's just a joke to me. The INFJ has a very morbid sense of humor. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about about my ex-wife getting Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day. Stay the fuck out of my energy. It's waited 20 years of stay the fuck out of my energy. The INFJ door slam is so legendary that when I find you in the fucking cards after 20 years of being divorced, you're going to get your daughter as an earthquake for Mother's Day. Family's in the upright. It's just what it is. You're going to get your stepmother for the first hurricane of the season. Thank you, Hurricane Barbara. Blow the rest of the churches down the road. That's what it is. They are worried. That's what it is. I can't do anything. You can't help everyone. You can't heal everyone. They're caught up in the biggest fucking divine disgrace and conspiracy known to man and doing everything they can to cover it up. Fuck, I would too. I would feel so ashamed and so disgraced at what I did against the divine fucking what it is. Frenemies. That's what it is. Think of it this way. They did not want to see someone succeed. Cool. That individual came into union with the divine, and now the divine doesn't want to see them succeed. Rejection is God's protection. Cool. That means groups, gaggles, hives, herds of karmics have been rejected by God. That's what it is. Again, we'll reincarnate into what? Who knows? When you bring ancient Egyptian mysteries like the jinn into the situation, whatever they conjured up, go look at what was his name. Y'all told me before, Antoine LaVey, whatever. That dude freaked out. And thank you for the information on the date when that dude exited, because that falls perfectly in line around the same time. August 21, 22 was significant. Yeah, some of us were arrested. Go do a background check. You want to know what happened to me when I got arrested? Go look at Irene Bedford, Pocahontas, losing her fucking shit in a hotel. That's what it is. They can't figure out that paranormal video, and I just fucking did. So I don't know what there is to not figure out. So they don't want anyone to know. What is they summoned Jinn on the collective. That shit was in the cards way back then, was them trying to control the tarot readers to keep the truth coming out with fucking Jinn whispers. How did the Jinn affect fortune tellers? Why do you think I built this nifty shield and came into contact with the angels for divine choosing? Getting my downloads straight from the divine white light. Imagine that. What is this? Anyway, the problem is with all of this shit is everything that these readers are talking about that's so fucking unbelievable. You take what resonates and you leave the rest for someone else. But because tarot looks so, oh, it's entertainment, fucking entertainment purposes only. Look at all this crazy shit these ladies are talking about. Yes, they're talking about the Jose Silva mind control method. They're talking about CIA's HemiSync. They're talking about Reiki. They're talking about the INFJ Seer of Souls with astral sight activation courses that has opened them up to the unseen realm. They're talking about Jinn magic. They're talking about fucking go to Mind of Magic. They'll tell you how to use demons for money. That's what it is. I don't give a shit about what any of these people do. But when you've got when I have information on Reiki for reptilian removal, I have Christine Holiday in my back pocket for removing one of those entities from me. Okay, cool. So what is that? What does all that shit mean? Right? It means what they tried last time didn't work this time, and they're mad. Okay, great. Be mad. Right? But also be aware that if what they did last time didn't work this time, that means there was a last time. And that's the injustice that they're stuck in. That's their karma. That's their problem. That is a them problem. So it is that last time is what is causing them all of their problems in the present moment. That's what it is. Namaste.